Right, Sean, Katie, Sean.
Hello.
The X-Men.
Yeah.
What happened in the last episode?
So there was the Sentinels.
Mm-hmm.
They were after Jubilee.
Yep.
Yeah, because she was put into like her parents or adopted parents were going to put her into like a program or something, weren't they? They said it was a ploy though, wasn't it? It was actually just the way to get.
It was the mutant control agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they captured her, didn't they? They actually got her. They were trying to find out information on the X-Men and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What else? We met the X-Men.
Yep.
We're all very cool.
Mm-hmm.
They went to go get rid of all the records from the control thing, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And they did that, but Sentinels got, was it Beast and Morph? I still don't believe Morph's dead.
Well, you know that Morph's not dead. You said in the last episode,
Yeah.
you know that he's not.
Yeah. But I don't know if that was like a double.
Well.
I don't know if that was like a you being a.
No, because we reacted to the trailer for the new ones, and
Yeah.
it's Morph.
Yeah. What else?
They saved Jubilee, didn't they?
They did, yeah. Didn't they like intentionally get captured?
No, they hurt. Like they damaged one and then followed it back to where it was,
okay,
where it was
yeah.
going to get repaired. And then Jubilee moved out, didn't she? She moved in with them, away from her adopted parents, foster parents, whichever.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is episode 3 and 4. I mean, I imagine you can guess who the bad guy's going to be because this episode's called Enter Magneto. So, you know, I wonder what it's going to be about. Yeah, let's watch.
There's not many of them, is there? Are there any actual students in the school?
Not that you see. Yeah, no, you don't see any students as far as I know.
Because that's what the movies were, wasn't it? The movies was
Yeah.
the students and it being like an actual school.
Yeah, but no one cared about students in the 90s.
Enter Magneto. Did they say Beast?
No.
So this Beast and Morph are still out there somewhere.
Yeah.
I feel like that would kind of be priority one. Be saving. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Get a load of that. A mutant trying to raid.
People.
Hey, what the heck is that?
Your impending doom.
Don't try it,
Impending Doom.
I love how calm he is. He knows he's being saved.
He turned the book pages the wrong way.
Take your eyes off him. Hey. Oh, why, man.
He's a genius, Sean. He can read the book backwards. Oh, it's Magneto.
Wait, Sergeant.
Who did you think it was?
Well, I thought it was the X-Men coming to save him.
My day in court, actually. Professor Xavier and I feel
Xavier. Charles Xavier had you break into the mutant control agency,
reluctantly, I assure you,
and he would leave you to rot in prison?
and the righteousness of our cause.
What chance does a mutant have?
Yeah.
Tried by
That's why they never went to get him. Oh dear.
See, it's like I get Magneto's whole argument. I've always understood it.
Mm-hmm.
But by fighting them in such a way, he's like making things worse for mutants. Because he's showing them as being aggressive.
I always thought of it as that Magneto and Xavier are both wrong and they're both right. You know, especially sort of obviously Magneto's sort of excessive force is a bit too much, and Xavier's lack of sort of not fighting spirit, but the fact that he refuses to see
Tonight's news about
the way the world is around him.
Quickly using my mental powers to heal the survivors. A dedicated young aide named Magnus assisted me. Together, we helped patients rediscover the joy of life. We became
Not exactly,
friends, but for some,
you know, origin.
the war is never over. Remnants of the army that had so brutally occupied his small country returned, our long-hidden mutant powers. But Magnus wasn't through.
Obviously, his
He
name's
lost
not
his
Magnus
family when those people overran
Yeah.
his country.
in the origin.
Consumed by rage, he tried to destroy them. I stopped him, but I'd never seen such a change in a man. Possessing the power of magnetism, he began calling himself Magneto. He and his growing legion of followers attacked power plants, factories, government buildings, determined to disrupt human society.
I thought they were going to say Magnus was like
paving
a
the way for mutant
name that
takeover.
he used, like a fake name.
But you stopped him.
It's a bit different in the films as well. He's got the helmet on, he can't.
Can't affect him.
But the X-Men are here now, Professor. He can't fight all of us.
Like your child? It's a bit inappropriate.
Imagine if you just kissed your teachers on the cheeks.
Yeah, I know.
Order, I say. I wouldn't want anyone to think we weren't being fair.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we mutants yearn only to live in peace with our human brothers. To paraphrase the bard, I am a mutant. Hath not a mutant senses, affections? All were recent registrants with the Mutant Control Agency.
Your Honor, the defendant is attempting to justify his crime by attacking a program set up to help mutants.
The fact that they're called mutants. I mean, I know they call themselves mutants, but
Well, it's genetic mutations, isn't it? I guess that's what.
The court feels this defendant would pose a danger to the community if released.
But, Your Honor,
Bail denied.
Hey.
oh dear.
looks like I'll have time to catch up on my Dostoevsky.
Come on, they're gonna kill him.
Good.
What? Fine.
I don't know if it's always been canon that Sabretooth is Wolverine's brother.
It looks so different, doesn't he, Sabretooth from Wolverine?
Charles, are you alright? Oh,
Well, he didn't look that much different in the first version
That Magneto guy. You've been here all night.
when
Who is this Magneto, Professor?
in the first X-Men film.
What, in the live action?
Obviously, it doesn't have the big gigantic sort of yellow suit.
One minute the judge denied Beast's bail, then this strange mutant just went berserk.
Like, is that his hair?
for Xavier.
I don't think so.
Wolverine, back off. Slow and easy.
I'm taking this maggot out of here. One way or the other.
Oh,
But you don't know him. He can't stay here.
That is the way some of us felt about you when you first came. This man's
Ouch.
rage is much like your own.
I know.
Get out of my way.
Sector 37.
Magneto.
Missile base alert.
How can you be sure?
Sector
I
37.
know him. Hurry.
Missile
All
base
else must
alert.
wait. How come we're supposed to trash your old enemy? But we gotta go easy on mine.
I mean, he ain't wrong, is he?
Got a point. Man has a point.
Dare oppose me. Stop that thing! He's heading for launch control!
Stop that thing. That's a person.
Liberation begins.
Few minutes.
Why is he launching missiles?
Said the most dangerous weapons will be turned on each other.
Abort launch procedure. How much longer? A few seconds.
Where's Rogan Gambit?
Can't be.
It's interesting that he's got like bumps on his hand of where we come through. In the live action, it just kind of came out with them bits in it.
People were always saying like it's not even reactional now. Like it would hurt if I was constantly coming out. But because he gets that used to it. But imagine if the adamantium actually came out of those bits the way it does there. It would save it constantly having to heal, wouldn't it?
He was here. I can still smell him.
I had hoped Xavier would have realized that his childish quest for peaceful coexistence with humans is hopeless.
If he's got a metal.
I suppose that a civil war is your answer.
If he's got a metal helmet,
Die on our feet, then live on our
should just strike it with.
I was gonna say that surely.
It's one of the things I always liked about the
Charles Xavier
live action
dreams of peace between human
ones
and mutant. His vision
was
will soon become a nightmare.
how easy it was for him to beat Wolverine, Magneto, because
He's metal.
obviously, yeah.
Storm.
Like
Are you all right? Like new.
But even the likes of Scott, like with his,
Is broken.
that's metal, isn't it?
Gotta be a big stop button.
Somehow I don't think trashing the place is going to help.
They failed.
No, Cyclops. Using your optic blast would detonate the warheads.
Better here than over a city.
Got any other ideas?
The way she talks is so funny.
Yes. I know what I must do.
Gotta be clear.
Storm. Absorb what Cerebro knows about the missile's computers.
Yes. I understand now.
I can just teach her things. You can just teach them
You would
things.
think, wouldn't you? He's got mind powers. Why not?
Short-circuited. Warheads dissolved.
Good work, Storm.
Thanks for making it clear.
Storm. Wolverine.
I'm on it.
Oh, she did it.
Wolverine.
Why? Why have you turned against your own kind?
Evil monologue.
It would make sense if Xavier was listening to him.
Yeah, it might be. He's, mind powers and stuff.
I have to admit, it's probably the best thing. It was the best thing about the sort of rebooted live-action films was Magneto and Professor X.
James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender.
God, you were quick to say their names, weren't you?
I know their names. I have a very short list of actors and actresses that I know.
Yeah.
The rest I kind of just fumble and wait for you to tell me who they are.
Mm.
No, but they were really good.
No.
I feel like that was the internet's kind of collective feelings about them ones, was
Yeah.
that they were the best parts about the movies.
Yeah. Just gonna think it again.
That's why a lot of people were hoping Marvel would keep them on,
Yeah, keep them on.
but it's not, God knows what they're doing with them.
I mean, if they're gonna keep Ryan Reynolds on and things like that, might as well keep them on.
But I guess it depends what they're doing with Ryan Reynolds. We don't even... God knows what they're doing with him. And plus they wouldn't find anyone to play Deadpool better than Ryan Reynolds, would they? So...
I know, true. But if Ryan Reynolds is going to be in it, then the precedent for former actors to, return as their characters.
Yeah, is that a costume or is that's him? That's a costume, isn't it? And that's just fur. It's not his actual hair.
Yeah, I don't think the thing on his back's his hair. He is wearing a suit though.
Mutant life has been difficult. Your search for acceptance, a failure. Such rage. No wonder Magneto believes there is no hope of peace.
That would be weird.
We must never give up trying.
What?
Imagine having someone just fiddling with your head like that.
Just flying around your brain.
He wanted us to use our special powers in his battle for mutant liberation.
He believes we are the next stage in human evolution, beyond Homo sapiens, to Homo superior, and that
technically
we
they
are
are, aren't they?
destined to rule a mutant-controlled world.
That's the
under
point of
his domination.
first class.
Fighting for human-mutant peace has just become more dangerous.
That's what the point that James McAvoy makes.
Let's go kick his butt. But I trust I will, given enough time.
I'll penetrate his recesses.
Wolverine.
What's wrong, Wolverine? No kiss and makeup. Kiss this. And I misunderstood.
Calm down, all of you. After conquering your own rage,
So they aren't brothers in this one.
you, more than anyone, know what Sabretooth is going through. I need your assistance with the next phase of his therapy.
You gotta be kidding.
We'll deal with Wolverine's attitude later. Right now, we can't be
I
distracted
mean,
from our more
you can't really
urgent
blame him,
problem.
can you, if he killed his friends?
Magneto.
His missile attack failed, but he'll attack again soon. And next time,
Got crazy eyebrows like any.
be so merciful.
After all, without them, life itself would be impossible.
Good at the evil monologue.
You've got to be, haven't you? I mean, if you're going to be evil, you have to monologue. It's a requirement, isn't it?
At least that's what The Incredibles tells me.
If Magneto strikes anywhere within the vicinity of...
I like how his
Like now.
Your old buddy doesn't let the grass grow under his feet.
He's challenging me. He'll hurt those workers just to get at me. Jubilee, you
his
stay
cape
here,
is
look after
very
Sabretooth.
flowy.
My favorite job.
I've got to cut out the music in all these episodes, which means that when
We just got to dub over it
this,
with you doing it.
yeah. They know what it is. I'm pretty sure every human knows the X-Men theme tune, whether they've seen it or not.
Perhaps a toupee.
Yo, you'll have to make do with us.
It didn't work before. Why is that? That's just like a magnetic field he's got around him. That's why.
So yeah.
Magnetism are related. If Xavier refuses to face me,
As far as I understand it, they kind of nerfed him a touch in the X-Men films. Said it was purely like metal.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what he's like in the comics.
Like which one was more accurate?
Yeah. Obviously, I know that. I don't think in the comics he's called Magnus. I'm pretty sure Erik Lensher is always Magneto's name.
Enough, Magneto. Stop this carnage now. It's me you want.
So here I am.
Don't do this to me. Those bricks weren't that heavy.
Easy to say when you got super strength.
Scare me or anything.
She can't catch a break, so.
You too. Come on, pretty boy. Make a girl feel welcome. Don't worry. I won't tell Jean. I just hope.
Oh dear me.
How do I turn this darn thing off?
Close your eyes, girl.
She's just destroying the rest of the.
Everything else.
the years have been kind to you, Charles.
Have they?
They haven't brought you wisdom.
Is that a wheelchair now?
You find wisdom in this destruction?
We have not always been enemies. I will give you a final chance.
Never.
Fool, you still dream of peace with those who would destroy all mutants?
Is this your answer?
Oh, that's just cheap.
How
This is
nasty.
not how I wanted it to end. I wish it could have been
That was similar to his thing on the beach.
Farewell, Xavier.
I sing on the beach.
Your blindness has
When he's saying, when he's saying about how his people used reason and try to talk while others used tanks, that he won't let that happen again. It's, you know, when he's on the beach and he says he's been at the mercy of men just following orders. Never again. Probably Magneto's greatest scene. Well, Michael Fassbender's greatest scene. I really love Ian McKellen moving the bridge.
No, it's cool.
In an otherwise not very good film.
Okay, but hurry.
That is a handy piece of kit, isn't it?
I will mentally be your eyes. Follow me.
Yeah, see? Useful. He's got a nifty power. It's also something else that I really liked about the sort of the reboot live actions. Really made a big deal about how good Charles Power was.
A terrible crisis. I intend this very evening to declare my candidacy for President of the United States.
So his name was Senator Kelly there.
And I'm the Queen of England.
Senator Kelly's the guy in the first X-Men film.
Every mutant in this nation to internment
The one that Magneto like
facilitate the handling of
liquidates.
these poor, unfortunate creatures.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Just let me get my claws on that senator's throat.
Well, he doesn't liquidate him. He turns him into a mutant, doesn't he?
Wait, but he
He
melts.
does turn into water, yeah. Oh yeah, he does liquidate him. Yeah.
Okay, here. Let me take care of it.
Don't trust him. Don't do it. You
There.
fool child.
That's better.
Yeah.
Much better.
I'll get something to treat it.
I heal real fast.
You know, teenage
job.
folly.
One job.
Be careful what you ask for, old buddy. It just might come true. Good thing I didn't go too far away to cool off, Sabretooth. This is between you and me. Let the girl go.
I also like how big he is.
I'd heard you'd gone soft.
None of the other X-Men films have portrayed Wolverine this way. Sort of like hunched, smaller.
You always like pushing around people smaller than you. While I'm smaller, try pushing me.
No, I always preferred him as like animalistic and sort of hunched. But obviously, as good as Hugh Jackman is as Wolverine, he's just sort of.
Taste of adamantium.
It's good to be home again.
Yeah, let's have some coffee while Wolverine fights Sabretooth.
Ah, that tastes good. I'm breathing better, Professor. And my powers are back.
Often have I warned you about letting your personal feelings endanger the work of our team.
But Sabretooth was about to total me. Magneto sent him to do it.
You're out of line, Professor. All I
Dude. He's wounded. Oh, now. Good lord.
I let my passion for an ideal that all mutants could be brothers.
You'd think you'd be able to see that in his mind.
Yeah.
Like you'd be able to see Magneto kind of in this and
Might have been what he was
We
hiding.
cannot afford to lose again, or Magneto
Yeah.
and those like him will prevail.
that makes sense.
He's out there, scheming, planning. I was able to
Monologuing.
trick him today,
Yeah.
but I wonder when the time comes.
But that's why they were so good friends, because they're both like
Ready.
monologues.
right, Xavier.
Say it's like, which side would you fall on? Because it's the very like the polar opposites, aren't they?
I don't think they're polar opposites.
In terms of the methods, the main
Oh,
like the one,
yeah.
the
Like,
Magneto's like, you know, these are below us. They're trying to destroy us, so we need to destroy them. We need to, like, you know,
yeah.
establish power over them. Whereas Charles Xavier just wants to like live in peace with them, and he wants them to be like harmonious. But maybe he's a bit like not soft, but he's more reluctant to like fight back in a lot of instances. So like, which side would you fall on?
The optimist in me would probably say the X-Men, but you can also, if you go for the live action version, you can understand why Magneto is the way he is after everything that he goes through. Like, for me, I know everyone always says Days of Future Past or X-Men 2 are the best X-Men live action films, but First Class is just brilliant.
Is really good.
I think it's definitely the best Magneto film. It's Magneto at his absolute best.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it's probably Charles at his best as well. And it's, you know, Jennifer Lawrence before she became a diva and tried to ruin the entire franchise.
It was just a good origin, wasn't it, to like X-Men?
Yeah, but it would depend. If I had a similar story to Magneto, then I think most people in his kind of shoes would turn out to be like him.
Yeah.
And I think that's the point, isn't it? Because Xavier has this sort of sheltered life in a rich house, you know, and
he had a good upbringing.
Yeah. Whereas Magneto obviously goes through the Holocaust and his mother's killed in front of him. And he's essentially brought up on the idea that mutants will inherit the Earth. Isn't he?
Yeah. I guess it depends how like broken down you are by humanity. Because if you were like persecuted in the way the mutants are, you would be resentful. You would want to like fight back.
It's also probably says a lot about Wolverine as well, because he goes through quite an ordeal. And although he does, you know, carve people up and everything, he's kind of
he doesn't go around just hurting people for the sake of hurting people, though.
No. I don't know.
It's difficult, isn't it?
I would like a spangly yellow and blue suit, but I'm not sure which side I would fall on. What do you think?
It's like you were saying, everyone would say, "Oh yeah, you'd be an X-Men," because you know. Yeah, but I think it's probably more likely that more people would fall on Magneto's side. Because like I say, like it's not like just like, oh, we humans don't like you mutants. It's like they're going out of their way to just be like, to like oppress them and to, you know, like punish them just for being born. It's like, it would like make you hateful towards them.
It's probably why it's important to have characters like Beast in the X-Men, because obviously he hasn't had a easy upbringing. The likes of Rogue, who obviously hasn't had a very good side of our life. Who else? Storm, Cyclops. They're not really kind of, as far as I can think of. Cyclops' biggest thing is that he can't look at anyone without glasses on, or his visor. Can't take his glasses off without seriously hurting someone. Yeah, I don't know. I'll say the X-Men. I'd like to think I'd be like a Gambit.
So you'd be Charles Xavier and I would be Magneto.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Except you can't play chess. Oh no, you can you?
Yeah,
you play a little
chess.
bit.
I know basics.
Yeah.
I'm just not very good at the strategy side of it.
Yeah.
Of luring you in, and then you know I'm not good at that.
I'm not particularly great at chess, but I do excel at doing sort of awesome, epic one-liners, like Magneto. You know.
That's the thing. I don't know if I can monologue very well.
No, you don't have to monologue. You don't have to be this version of Magneto. You just have to be Michael Fassbender. It's like you move a piece and you go, "Peace was never an option." You know, but like that.
He monologues a few times. He monologues in Days of Future Past quite a bit.
When?
He monologues on the plane when Charles is like, you know.
That's not a monologue.
That's a monologue.
That's a reprimand.
The stadium when he's
the stadium,
he's
absolutely.
He's monologuing.
That one's true, but the plane one's not a monologue. That's him reprimanding Xavier. Xavier trying to take the high ground with him.
I know, he's monologuing at him. He's saying, you know, he is telling them off, but that's a monologue.
I don't count that as a monologue.
It's not a conversation. It's him basically just saying you're wrong.
It is a conversation. Xavier accuses him of something and he has to put him in his place.
It's like a long...
I love that scene as well. The whole plane sequence is a brilliant sequence. That sort of 10 minutes where they go from sort of trying to talk, where Magneto goes from trying to talk to Xavier being as confrontational as he can be, to essentially being turned back into the Xavier of old by the person who he doesn't like. It's Magneto that starts Xavier's return to being Professor X. Obviously,
well,
Professor X.
It's him that sets him on that journey, isn't it? I mean, it was him that crippled him.
Accidentally.
Well, yeah, but it was still him, and then it was him that ultimately made him.
He didn't shoot the bullet.
No, but he was in control of the bullet.
Wasn't really in control. It was just deflecting. I think maybe we were wrong. Maybe you're Xavier and I'm Magneto. But yeah, that was episodes
3
and 4. That's right, yeah. Of season 1. We've only got 5 seasons to get through before we can react to the new ones. Only about 74 episodes.
They're not that long.
No. Yeah. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Which side would you fall on? I feel like a lot of people would take the easy route and say the X-Men.
I think it's like that. It's like that with Star Wars. Like, which side would you fall on, Jedi or Sith? Everyone goes for like the obvious, the good guy. But it's like when you think about the time and the setting and all the variables together, I feel like it's more common for people to be more vengeful and be a little,
the sort of, the Jedi is the easy answer.
Yeah.
But the more you think about it, the more you kind of...
You put yourself in the actual kind of situation, you think, okay, actually, that would be really difficult.
Especially if it's like Anakin's shoes.
Yeah.
Just like he's he's led a life of slavery. He's essentially indoctrinated into the Jedi. He does everything that he can to save the people he loves, but ultimately destroys himself.
Yeah. But like in this world, like if you just having powers is like enough to get you like shunned from humanity, and you persecuted and like oppressed, and you just targeted, and you would grow resentful of people, of like the humans, the regular people.
Homo sapiens.
That's really weird. What? Yeah, just the fact we're calling them Homo sapiens.
That's what they're called.
I know, but it was just really random.
That's what we are. We're Homo
I know,
sapiens.
but I didn't. I thought we should call them humans, not Homo sapiens.
Do you know what Homo sapiens means?
No, I know we're Homo sapiens, but I don't actually know what it actually means.
Apparently, I only know this because we watched Criminal Minds lately. Apparently, Homo sapiens means man wise. We named ourselves Double Wise.
Because we were that wise. Okay.
There's a hubris there.
Right.
That's it. It's just an interesting fact. Yep. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell, let me know if I upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
So what is Beast just in prison? He's just not. He's just.
It's for his cause.
Serving his time. I know, but this is again why I feel like I'd fall on Magneto's side, in the sense that it wasn't a fair trial because there was no mutants on the jury.
There wasn't a jury.
Well, that's not fair.
That was just to decide if there was bail. If bail was to be allowed.
Well, the judge was biased. See, that threw my whole thing off. Threw my whole thing.
You wanted to list off how the thing was unfair.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the one is the
people in there were chucking things at him. That's not very nice.
The judge was a bit biased.
The judge was biased.
That's what you. Yeah.
Yeah. Not right.
Technically, he did attack 2 government buildings. No, he attacked 1 government building, and then they just misunderstood.
Was blamed for his apparent escape.
He still broke into a government building.
Yes. Because they were lying about their intentions. And nothing came of that.
Okay. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, technically.
Where's the justice? There is none.
Okay. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.